What's up? It's your favorite podcaster, Apex Sapien. We're going in deep. We're going to talk about individuality. One of the things I fucking can't stand in this world is like the lack of individuals in this fucking planet. Like, as a handyman, I meet so many damn people. So many fucking people. You know the best people to work with? The best people to work with are like the older guys. Older guys that are like in their 60s, 50s, and up. They're the shit. They're the fucking shit. You know why? Because they got character. They've been through things in life. They don't try to mimic or behave or act like some fucking template that they seen online like most dudes do. They're themselves. 100% themselves. And that's what makes them so great. They all deserve TV shows, really. We should just make a TV show of old dudes called Old Dudes. Because old dudes are the shit. And you have to have an old man spirit but be young at heart. I'm going to explain that a little bit to you guys. See, look, what I notice with these young cats that are growing up, they're all the same guy. It's all the same clones of just different variations of skin color, height, and just location and voices. But they're the same fucking dude. And it fucking irritates me because they think they're so special because they copy off of some guy online. And then they come to the real reality of the world, and I look at it and I'm staring in the face. I'm like, bro, you're Andrew Tate, or bro, you're Myron from Fresh and Fit, or bro, you're another fucking Justin Bieber. It's just the same fucking thing, and it's fucking irritating. It's beyond irritating because when I grew up as a young lad, everybody had their own individual quirks, and I remember hanging out with boys when I was a young kid because that's what you do as a young guy, and everybody was their own individual guy. Then somewhere along the line, when the internet came in, people saw that certain type of archetypes of people got followers. And that's when the fucking train went off the fucking rails. That's when all the shit fucking hit the fan. Because at that point, when I realized that everybody's trying to copy somebody to get more likes on the Instagram because they value their social media presence on a phone more than they value like their presence in actual real life, that's when I said, oh man, we're in deep shit. We're in deep shit. So now when I look at guys, every guy's a fucking fashion guy. Everybody's a tech bro. Everybody's a crypto bro. Everybody's a Jesus freak. It's all the same shit. Jesus Christ. It doesn't stop. It's getting worse too. Because now everybody wants to be a streamer, a fucking podcaster. Everybody wants to be a fucking prankster. Everybody wants to be what they see online that gets a bunch of clicks and views. And it's fucking horrifying. Because there's no more humans anymore. We got fucking robots of fucking people from social media. And how do you get rid of this? How do you cure this fucking disease? I don't know. I don't think it's even curable at this point. I think literally the internet will have to crash for us to be able to fix this fucking predicament that we got going on. And if the internet doesn't crash, it's only going to get worse because these young guys, the girls are pretty much staying themselves because girls are kind of like hive-minded and they all kind of follow the same pattern. So I don't really expect that type of like stepping out of your closet as a lady. But for guys are built off of masculinity. Masculinity is built off of your own you. And a lot of guys don't study themselves. So what they do is they go and they look at a guy who's successful and they copy almost exactly. Exactly. You guys know what I'm talking about. You go online, you look at it, there's several thousand of the same fucking dude repeatedly over and over and over again. And they all think they're good or special because they got like maybe 1,000 followers or 10K followers. And it's just like, bro, your followers don't matter because at the end of the day, you are the guy. So nobody knows when you go out in public and you walk around, nobody knows who you are. I think people don't realize that. Like your social media, your internet stuff, a small percentage of people understand and know that, but the grand majority of people do not know who you are. So when you copy off of social media people and they look at you, they can read the fake authenticity of you. And the problem is that everybody is so fake and they all try to keep up the reels that they don't even try to change it. They just keep it as it is. And then it just keeps perpetuating. Because then they're like, well, he dresses like, I don't know, whatever the fuck, Quavo or some rapper or some retarded guy. And I dress like that, so we'll be like super Quavo or whoever the fuck social media influencer they're trying to be like. It just ruins everything in society. It truly does. Like, I'm so sick. I'm sick. Like, I get vehemently sick. Like, I've been sick the last couple of days. And you know why I've been sick? Because of guys. I'm just tired of dudes. We got to get rid of dudes. We have to get rid of some of these dudes. Like, I don't know how we do it. I think social media is doing a very good job of having young guys crash out and just kind of take themselves out of the gene pool. But at this moment, like, it's beyond salvageable. I don't even know what to do with the guys anymore. Because, like, some guys are so dumb and so illiterate and have such low reading comprehension and math skills that they can't even identify that they're retarded. And you know, it's a large part, it's on my age group and up. It's our fault. A lot of guys my age, they didn't stay in shape. They didn't keep themselves like worthy of physical violence. And so young guys look at them, they're not scared of them. And see, one of the things you gotta understand about boys and men is that your capability of physical violence kind of regulates everything in society. Like we're no different than the dogs or like the lions or any other animal, because the animal that looks dangerous typically doesn't get fucked with, and he can kind of run shit. And since most guys are so emasculated and so feminine and so weak, the young kids, when they look at it, even though the young kids are not fucking super in shape or super fucking strong, but they can overpower most men, which is fucking pathetic. Because as a 30 to 40-year-old man, you should be able to whoop the fuck out of a teenager. Unless that teenager is trained in MMA or some shit, dude, you should be able to beat the dog shit. Like, I don't think there's a goddamn teenager out there that can whoop my ass. I refuse to believe that. And because I believe that, I walk around with a certain air, and that air allows me to fucking essentially just dominate a room when I come to young guys. And so they automatically respect me because they know if they say anything wrong, if I feel like it, and I don't care about the consequences that come with it, I go up their ass. And see, a lot of guys don't have that ability, which is fucking pathetic. Because they got lazy, they got fat, and they just decided, oh, I'm just going to be a fat, lazy guy who makes money. And once again, the rule of the law of man, top dog and the best thinker is the one who always controls everything. And we don't have any men anymore. Like, we just got a bunch of males. And it's fucking pathetic. It's fucking really pathetic. Like, I look at guys, and I'm just like, dude, just get rid of like 80% of them, and let's just restart the whole planet. Because it's fucking pathetic. Like, you look at the situations like in Europe and all these things, they let all these immigrants come over here. And I'm not saying anything bad about immigrants, but the problem is a lot of these immigrants are really savage. Like, true savages. They don't give a fuck. Bring your police, bring who the fuck you want to go. We got 15, 20 deep. What are you going to do? The police ain't going to try to fight that. So you got immigrants coming through just taking shit and beating the fuck out of people in their own country. And essentially have taken over the country because guys have just lost what the essence of manhood, which is establish your territory and then maintain your territory and protect your territory. These guys are just letting anybody in their fucking country. And now they got to deal with the consequences because now they can't get rid of them. They let the infestation get into their country. Now it's a fucking wrap. And that's what's happening to most countries. In like most of the civilized countries in the world, they let these people who have shitty ass conditions come to our country, which is in theory a great thing. But you know, they say the road of hell is paved by good intentions. That's what a lot of people are suffering because you didn't let strong men decide how this is going to roll. And so the strong men are just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm washing my hands of it. I don't want to deal with it. And so the reason this has occurred is because of individuality. And I'm seeing in America, America is no longer the land of the free and the home of the brave. It is the land of the top gay and land of the fucking sissy ass boy. Like, we just got dudes that just don't act like dudes anymore. Dudes are just giving up on being guys because it's too hard. I don't want to be a guy. And now women are trying to pick up the slack. And they're trying their best. Don't get me wrong. They're trying their best, and at least they're making an attempt, which is better than most guys. Most guys only make an attempt. Most guys are happy just being like sissified dudes and not trying to get better. Just thinking, well, if I'm the new flashing young guy, people will like me. And they want to be liked. Listen, I don't give a fuck about being liked anymore. I just want to be formidable. Being formidable is way more dope than being liked. And see, most guys don't want to accept that because they've been taught in school that being a fucking guy is fucking horrendous. Because they listen to scorn women who've been fucked over by dudes who, once again, guys can't control their dick fucking discipline, so they fuck these wayward women and they validate the bullshit they be on, and then the women keep doubling down because they think that's gonna get them more of what they want, which is the dick of a fucking top G. But instead, all it does is backfire, and we all have to suffer for it. So now we're all in a situation where we're suffering for it, where guys now think that they have to be validated by women, which women don't even want to validate you. Women just want to fucking not think. They just want to be happy and joyful, barefoot, run around naked, not thinking. That's what they really want to do. Because men are so weak, men have fucking put us in a situation where now they can't do that. So now they're trying to take up guys' positions. So like I look on Instagram sometimes and I see women that are doing like man shit, doing man traits. And they're actually not that bad, to be honest with you. They're pretty good. But the truth of the matter is, a dude's always going to beat them. No matter what, a dude's always gonna win. Dude is the top fucking guy of all nature because we have physical capabilities. We're stronger, we're faster, we're more logical, we're easier to control our emotions if we learn how to control it. And because of that, it gives us a granted ability of just being better. And the problem is most guys don't want to accept that responsibility of being better, so they rather just go into like what I call the son mom relationship with their girl, which is where basically they use their man powers according to what their mom thinks is the best way for them to use it. So essentially, we got a bunch of grown mama boys running around this fucking bitch, and we're all fucked because of it. It's really just fucking annoying. It boils my blood because when I hang around older guys, they remind me of a time that doesn't exist anymore. They remind me of a time when man was great. Now we live in this time where dudes are just fucking pussies. It's the worst type of pussies because they don't even want to admit they're pussy. I'm like, bro, if you're gonna be gay, just be gay. I ain't tripping about you being gay. I like gay people. Gay people are the shit. I love gay people. You know why I love gay people? Because they went all in on their position. They say, you know what? I like being gay. So I'm going to be gay. I don't care what anybody else says about me. And that's masculinity at its finest. Whether you want to believe it or not, being a gay guy is masculinity at its finest. Because they made a decision, they go with it, and they're living life as they choose to be. What I can't stand is these undercover gay guys who choose to act like real dudes, and it just ruins masculinity because they're out here propagating masculinity, and they get popular because the young kids see it, and they like the image, and because they like the image, people rock with it, and it's just like, oh my god, it's killing guys, it's killing masculinity. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say it's killing masculinity. It's killing masculinity via the web, but in real life, masculinity is very much alive and well. And I'm telling you this from first world experience. Masculinity ain't going nowhere. People love masculine dudes. Everybody loves a masculine guy. No matter where you go, people can't resist a masculine guy. They need that guy in his vicinity because he corrects the system. And that's why I need guys to be yourself. You don't need no red pill. Be yourself. Be the truth of who you really are. And then if you don't like who you really are, change who you are. Grow, develop, build some skills, become more cultured. If you do that, everything else ends up working it out for itself. But see, the problem is most young guys, they want a shortcut. They think they should be masculine in the guy at like 21. No. You're not going to be the guy to about 28, 29, 30, and then builds from there. Like, I'm telling you, if you're trying to figure out where you are and you're lost in life, double down on masculinity. Double down on being truthful. Double down on taking risk and building yourself, because I promise you, by the time you get to like 40, so you're going to be such a fucking force of fucking power. And you notice that with guys that are like 40, 50, they're not even stopping. They're just getting started, building shit, knowing how to operate in the world. And how much did Kevin Samuels, because he talked about it, a man doesn't really hit his earning potential, his true earning potential, to about 45, 50, because by then he knows the game. He knows who he is. He knows what he won't deal with. He understands that, hey, even if I don't get the deal today, I'll get another deal tomorrow. I'll get another deal next week. And that's the type of faith and belief you got to have in yourself, that I'm going to make it happen no matter what the fuck happens, because I know me. I know I can put the work in when it's time to put the work in. I know when it's time to grind, I know how to get down and fucking get that shovel, dig out the dirt, and put in the fucking effort to get what I want and dig up and find that gold. But most young guys are trying to cheat code to the gold. And listen, you ain't going to cheat code to the gold. All you're going to do is find some false gold and end up being fucked up out here. So I'm just saying, young guys, man, if you're out there, you're trying to figure out what the fuck you need to do with your life, hit your boy up, man. Hit me up. I do free consultations. I'm trying to help the youth. Get in early before I fucking decide to start charging you fucking broke-ass motherfuckers. But appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you. And best of luck on your masculinity journey.